Hey guys, it's Jordan Beard here with my new blue Agents of Destruction deck. It's really cool leader. Came out the new anniversary box. Yeah, I just want to show you guys this so you guys can win some tournaments, get some tourney packs, and do your thing. Right now I'm currently like 0 and 1 with this 12-1. And yeah, it's really good. I think it's really fun. I haven't seen. I have a little bit of a twist on this. I haven't seen anyone playing these cards, but I think they're really good. Probably one of the cards that I'm playing is probably the best card in the format right now. Who knows? But yeah, here's what it does. Here, start with the leader. This is the Bobby D leader. Comes from the anniversary box. It's really nice. Look at that. Nice.
Shiny.
Anyways, so yeah. Effect is treat all Agents of Destruction cards in your hand as if they have no specific cost, and that's the trait on the card. You can find that right here. Special trait right there. That's Agents of Destruction. And then his other effect is when you attack with them, you can add up to 1 life, so you don't actually have to take a life if you don't want to. And then look at the top 5 cards of your deck for an Agent of Destruction card, and that one references the actual title of the card. So that effect is really interesting because you can add the extra card and the unisons and pretty much the whole deck except for anything that's not Agent of Destruction. So it's very consistent, very strong. He has an awaken when your life is at 4. Draw a card, untap 1. His backside gets really powerful. He doesn't draw when he swings. He still has the same permanent as the front, but he has a once per turn main. Activate main. Both of these can be activated each turn. The first one lets you play an Agent of Destruction that costs 2 or less for free, which is nuts. And because I'll show you why in the deck, but it's really good. And the second activate main, for 3 energy, you can play a unison any Agent of Destruction with the card name in the title for 3, and you just play it with 3 markers on it, and it lets you pretty much play a 4-cost unison for 3. So it's really good. Really good leader, really consistent. I just read the leader when I pulled it from my anniversary box and thought, oh wow, this is really strong. This has a lot of effects. And yeah, so here we go. Heart and soul of the deck, Bobbity. I'm sure maybe some people would not play 4, but I like 4. I like consistency with this as well. This has an activate. This is an Agent of Destruction, the new one from the new anniversary box. Discard it from your hand for 1 energy, and you get to play this from your deck or drop area, so it's really consistent. You just need to get one of these guys out on the board right away, first turn every game. If you don't see this in your opening hand, send it all back until you see one of these. Yeah, and the thing for this is I'd prefer to see this over this. Actually, I don't know, but this is at least blue, so if you see this and this, you can charge this and get another one of this. So you need blue energy in this deck, and I'll show you why. So we started there. Next we got the extra card, Agent of Destruction Strike Back. So this card is very good. It's like a Pot of Greed. You can, while Bobbity is on the field, this card has no specific cost, and because it's an Agent of Destruction, and it has a permanent that makes it an Agent of Destruction. It has an activate main. You just pretty much activate it for free once per turn. You can only activate 1 per turn. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck if they're Agent of Destruction. So you look at the top 2. Say you got 2 of these. You add them both to your hand. If it's not an Agent of Destruction, like you got Agent of Destruction and Bobbity, this goes to the bottom of your deck, and this would come to your hand, and you would take a life. And yeah, so our deck is filled with Agents of Destruction. I've only not seen at least 1 Agent of Destruction once, but it has a nice effect. You still take a life if you want, so it just doesn't matter. Like the card will always replace itself almost.
As long as you reveal 1, it's always
right.
a +1.
Not even, yeah, it's always a +1 if you reveal 1, but reveal 2 and take a life, it's
+2.
Yeah, your hand is just huge, and it's really strong. Really makes your deck much more consistent and gives you everything that you want for turn 2 and 3. So yeah, 4 of these. Oh, and it can also add the unison, which is nuts. Next, we got another cool guy, blue as well. Turles, Chaotic Agent of Destruction. He has Barrier and Unique, so you can only ever have 1 on the field at a time, just kind of like Bobbity. His effect is when he swings, he has Barrier Unique. I don't know if I said he had Barrier, but he's 15k. When he swings, you can look at the top 5 cards of your deck, add any Agent of Destruction card, again, the unisons, the extra card, it's nuts. It just makes your deck super consistent. You're always searching like top 5, top 10 for your deck just to find the card, the specific Agent of Destruction you want that turn. It's always good. Just makes your deck really consistent. Kind of like Goten. Kind of like, this deck is kind of like Storm. If you guys don't know, I love Storm and I love Aggro. So here we go. And this guy, really strong. This guy is kind of like, I played Yu-Gi-Oh, so Solemn Warning or like a Trap Hole or something. He's a counterplay. He has a counterplay effect. If the opponent is playing a battle card with an energy cost of 3 or less, you just counterplay it. It goes to the drop, and they discard a card from their hand. So this is really great for all those set 9 counterplays and things like that. Set 8 counterplays and 7 and stuff. Those guys all just die to this. Champa, Vegeta the Cruel, Topo. It is just nuts. They don't want to play those cards because they will just get blown out by this. One of my favorite cards. If anything, it's a free 15k 2 cost. So yeah, with Bobbity it comes out for 1. So it's just, in the mirror match too, it's like a real weird interaction where you just want to counterplay each other the whole game. And yeah, oh my gosh, this card is nuts. Like, the more I'm thinking about it, I love it. He has a weird auto too. Oh yeah, actually the other guy does too. When this guy is played, you can put 2 guys from your drop back into your deck. I actually do run out of guys pretty often because you just see them all really fast. And I've had to put I always forget his auto, but I wish I didn't as much as I do. This guy that we already went over too, he has a really weird auto, just something that I wanted to say. When you play him, you can play him out for free with the leader's backside, or for 2 when Bobbity's on the field. He warps a 4 or less, and when he's played, you can put 3 battle cards from their drop area back into their deck, the bottom of the deck in any order, and that's really good for like turning off sparking when they're tapped out and just going for game like that. I did that a few times. It's really interesting. Just something that I thought I should actually let you guys know. Next, we'll move on here. We got the counter negate, the counter attack. This card is really great as well. It's with Bobbity on the field. It's a 1 cost, otherwise it's 2 cost, and you have no specific cost, so it's always just going to be blue energy anyways. Counter attack, negate the attack, play this card. When he's played, play any 2 cost or lower, or sorry, just 2 cost from your deck that you want. Just get to free play a 2 cost for negating an attack. It just seems really strong.
And specifically, you like to bring out what?
I personally like to bring up the next card here, the Super Combo. This guy, he has unique as well, and he has an auto when your opponent activates counterplays. So like I said, counterplays really don't do well against this deck because of this. But when they activate a counterplay, they have to discard 2 cards from their hand. No one even did this. No one activated a counterplay on me while that card was up at all, so I never did that. And I often comboed this off the field and then played another one, got another one, 25k swings. Like, it's just crazy. So yeah, usually they swing, I counterplay, I get a super combo out, and then I have a 25k to defend whatever else I would like to defend. So it's really strong. It's just
all for 1 energy.
Yeah, all for one. Like, these are just too much value for 1 energy. So yeah, definitely. And you can always just play it for free if you wanted, which I try not to do. I try to play 3 costs more. But yeah, super combo, unique. You can only have 1 on the field at one time. His auto, yeah, it's a good card. Lord Slug. It's kind of actually unfortunate that card doesn't
draw a card.
Yeah, I missed that. I won't lie. But that is still fine. Next, this guy, overperformed, honestly. Like, this card is really good. You, with Bobbity up, you can free play him on the back. His effect pops a guy on the field, and then you look at the top 3 cards of your deck and choose any card you want and add it to your hand, which is amazing. This is, please, give me more cards like that. Pot of Dualities.
It's another Goten.
Yeah, it's another Goten. We got 2 Gotens on the deck. I love, like, it's just great. He also has another activate main. You can discard him from your hand and add 1 Agent of Destruction card from your drop to your hand if you really need to. I haven't done it yet, but I'm sure it can come up. But yeah, great card. He looks really cool too. I'm pretty sure he's like one of the cooler looking ones. Then we got 2 green Vegeta Resolute Agent of Destruction. He's a unison. He's very good for ending games and clearing. He's a very good card. Like this card's great. Like honestly, like
it's very overtuned.
Yeah, it's very good. Double strike, 20 crit.
Plus wipe the board.
Plus wipe the board. So really, what happens? Turn 3, you play it for 3, and you get you get 4 counters by buffing it up by 1. It goes to 25. You swing for your double strike, whatever. You don't combo or anything. They just lose a couple cards, and then they never really swing at this because they're worried about your board. And this is 20k. They can't really do anything to it. They're not going to get 4 counters off of it, so there's just not really a point of swinging at it.
They have to invest into it once, and then they have to do it 3 more times.
It's just not worth it. So they'd rather clear my board. But then turn 4, you just add another one under it. It goes to 5. You swing. You swing first, get your double crit. They block or whatever. Then you add another one. It goes to 5, and you just sack it off, and they discard 3. And it's just they have no hand, and you have a board, and it's just insane. So yeah, this card is really good. There's a chance that you could up this up to 3, but 2 was fine. I always saw it. I always had the second one to put under. It was just great. All right, now here's where the blue and the interesting things come in, and I find probably the best part of the deck. I'm playing this. I haven't seen anyone else really playing this guy. And my favorite part, probably the best card of the game. Yeah, probably right now, Trunks. So this engine here with, of course, my favorite card. Prior to this card being the best card, this is like the old best card, and they gave it to each other.
The OG best card with the new best card.
I don't think I've ever played a deck without these, in a tournament or anything. These guys are just really good. There's a lot of plays you can do. Turn 1, you always get your Bobbity out. Turn 2, turn 1, hopefully you get you try to awaken turn 2 with them swinging at you and the extra card, and plus you taking your own swings. So turn 2, you play this out, you awaken, you swing for 15k crit, you swing, draw a card, draw a card, look at the top 5, then you free play awaken, you have 1 energy, and then you free play your Turles and swing again for 15k. Add any guy that you want for the next turn, or usually I would add a counterplay or my negate with my energy open, and this would be my board turn 1, like turn 2 every game. I'd have this, and one of these in my hand, and I just felt personally like, okay, have fun, like anything you do.
What does the Trunks do for the people who don't know?
Oh, if you don't know what this guy does, I guess you haven't been playing lately. This guy, he's a counterplay. You can activate him if you have a unison out with 2 or more counters, a blue unison, and it doesn't need to be a blue leader or anything. You just need to have a blue unison out. As long as it has 2 counters, which this guy will have, you tap 2, you give him critical, he goes up to 3. So he'll have 3 counters. You just he when something's played, he's a counterplay. Just send it back to the top of the deck or back to their hand instead of being played. So they don't get to play it. They don't get their autos. A lot of people would try and drop their bombs to try and kill me from 4, or drop their mass sands, or to try and clear my board, and I just Trunks. And every person who got Trunks' face just dropped. It didn't look like they were having a good time. Nobody was expecting this ever. It was just a blowout. I felt so untouchable every game with just turn 2. It was like the most consistent. I think I only didn't open this 1 game. I really do. Like it was so consistent. You just negate their first swing when they try and take this out. You negate it, get your super combo. They're like, oh crap, they only usually have another swing on turn 2. And then he'll maybe go to 2, and if they try to mass in or do anything, any triple attackers or some crazy thing that could kill you from 4 or 3 or whatever you're at, because I don't really defend my life, I just take it as much as I can. You just Trunks it, they pass their turn, and then you kill them. So yeah, it's just really good. Bean, just a Shugesh for 1 cost. All these guys become 1 cost when Bobbity's on the field. Shugesh lets you untap 1 energy, therefore it's nuts. the turn 2, if you have a bean, you can get like this guy, free play.
One of the 3 costs.
Yeah, the Broly, and it's just nuts. Like and then you add a Trunks with this guy's effect, you'll see the top 3. It's just so unfair. And then you still have an energy for these. It's just unfair. And you don't even have to have the energy if you really want. Like some decks, like I could just go all out turn 2, and I still have just the Trunks, and it will be enough. You don't always need a negate, and you don't always need a counterplay, and just Trunks would be enough. And it's so unfair. So these Trunks, Bean, and Janemba, very, very underrated combo in the AOD deck. I think more people should look into that and see how that works out. It'd be cool. But yeah.
And the last 3?
There's a couple cards, actually. There's 4 cards.
Oh, 4. Yes.
Last 4, but yeah. We got Secret Identity Masan. He's from set 10. He's very good. One of the best overwhelms, I'd say, right now. It's unfortunate he doesn't hit anything, but 6 or less is really good, especially for mirror match. You can just hit like 3 or 2 of their guys at once and then swing at the other guy. It's just really good. Like I said, I was scared of this card. Trunks it. Done. They have to have 6 more cards in their drop. Turn 2, that's like usually not that easily done. And then last cards, we got Mira and 2 Champa.
I said it's not a Jordan Beard deck without these cards.
Yeah, well, I would say Bean is more my go-to.
Yeah, but everybody plays Bean.
Everybody plays this.
Yeah.
Everybody plays this. But yeah, this is really good. Usually they go to 1, you can just mirror them or Champa them or whatever. You play a crit guy. These just end games. Just really good. I don't know if I actually even need this, because you just have so many more cards than your opponent. You have so many more swings every turn. You don't even need to go for game, if that makes sense. Like, because if they have the Sparking Negate and this, it's better to just swing with your battle cards until they Sparking Negate or go to 1, and then you just mirror them.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's just, you don't always need the Champa. But there was, like, once or twice where I felt like, wish I had Champa or Mira. But I won anyway, so it doesn't...
You can always Champa your Agents of Destruction.
These are probably... There's probably a couple cards, like, you could switch out or whatever, but this is version 1.0, and it worked really well. And it's working well, and right now I wouldn't change anything, so... Yeah, this is it. This is the deck. It's really strong. I think everybody should try it out. You'll definitely see Agents of Destruction in the meta.
Speaking of trying it out, can we not try it out against you on your stream?
Yeah. Speaking of that, yeah, you could come check out my stream on Twitch. It'd be great. I test all the time. I usually stream Sundays, Tuesdays, or Thursdays, and it'd be cool if anyone wants to come see that. That'd be great. And yeah, we can test. I play people. If anyone wants to play me, everybody knows I'm really friendly. You can talk to me about anything. I don't even care. Like, I just want to talk about cards. I really like cards. Play card games every day. LOL. So yeah.
Yeah, he's been waiting the whole COVID to play card games.
Yeah,
again.
man. My locals just opened up this weekend. I had such a good weekend. Anniversary box came out, and I just wiped face. It was great. Aggro is back in full force, and Trunks is broken. Solemn Judgment. Yeah, I like Pot of Greed, and I like Solemn Judgment. So, yeah, good deck. Hope everyone has fun playing this. Jordan out.